Former Santa Fe teammates and current CFLers came together at Holy Trinity High School to share their stories of encountered obstacles before finally arriving at where they are today.
The whole message in general was about the will of success, but mine particularly was about sacrifice, about being patient, about sacrifice. Sacrifice may not happen tomorrow, may not happen the next week, but you got to be patient. Success doesn't happen overnight, and you got to be willing to sacrifice. There's actually 18 weeks in the regular season. By the third week, I still had the option of either going back to school, finish my degree, and play my last year of football, or stay the whole time with the BC Lions in the practice roster. I hate losing. Practice roster will be there the whole time. Nah, I'm ready to pack it all up, go home. So I had to talk with my coach before I left. I'm like, coach, I really don't like this. I want to go home. I don't want to do this anymore. So he talked to me and he told me, he's like, you going back, you think that's going to help you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, no, you're not going to learn anything else from what you've learned already. Going back to school is not going to help you. You're better off staying here and being on the practice roster, learning from everybody else around here. The next year, I dressed every single game. I played on special team. 2011, we won the Grey Cup right here. I can't forget that. I beat my brother in the Grey Cup. Come on. Every single time I think about it, I'm like, hey, that's the guy I beat, right? So I think about that all the time. And then this year, I started at free safety every single game this whole season. I was a key part of the defense. I got CFL Player of the Week. And the future is bright for me. I'm still growing, I'm still learning a lot. And I'm still thinking, what if I let all this go and I went back to school just because I wanted to be an all-star back there and I didn't want to take my time, I didn't want to learn? What would have happened? I sacrificed all of that, put my pride away just to come back and stay with that.
My message was to dream big and to overcome.
A dream starts with a whisper. It starts with an idea in the back of your head where, hey, I can do this. A dream doesn't start just by, hey, I'm just gonna get up and I'm gonna be the best person to ever play the guitar. Because it's not like that. You gotta learn how to play this strum guitar. You gotta learn how to put a G chord down before you learn how to rock out. It's not rock band. From a guy from almost getting kicked out of university in his first year, to a guy in his third year almost being academic All-Canadian, being 2% shy, to a guy now being an All-Canadian, and now being drafted to the BC Lions, and then winning the Grey Cup.
To dream big and invite sacrifice, embrace sacrifice, and continue to control the environment that you stay around in order to achieve success.
A lot of times people think they're always all alone in order to reach their goals and get to the point where they always dreamed about getting to, the point where Akeem was talking about, that dream. But the thing is, if you're able to control your environment, to control the people you talk to, the people that are always around you, everybody has those people. I want to encourage each and every single one of us to dream big, embrace sacrifice, and also control your own environment.
My message was about courageously overcoming barriers. And I talked about this using my own personal experiences. Talked about myself growing up in Rexdale and the trials and tribulations I had to go through. I had to get over, like Coach said, pride and realizing my potential and not letting my situation dictate who I was, because my current situation back in the days was being, in long story short, a criminal. Being involved in activities that were not gonna help me become a football player. So my biggest obstacle was growing up where I was, but at the same time, that was my biggest blessing, because growing up where I was gave me the knowledge, gave me the strength, gave me the courage to do what I'm doing right now. And I'm just honestly thrilled that this night was a success and that it was able to happen. And I'm thankful that God gave me the courage to actually approach Sheldon with this idea. And I'm thankful that kids are gonna benefit from this idea.
For Shaw TV, I'm Craig Momney.